Sampo Group CEO Torbjörn Magnusson, congratulations for the excellent quarter. I think it was the best quarter in Sampo's history if we exclude the sale of Sampo Bank in 2007. What were the highlights in the first quarter?
Well, I certainly think it was one of the strongest quarters that we've had in a long, long time, both because the results were good, but also because strategically we came out with a very strong development for the future. But maybe highlights, well, all of our insurance operations performed really, really well. You also saw Nordea's results the other week. That's an important part of the group at the moment. And finally, maybe just to mention that we still saw digital development, increase in digital sales, modernization of the markets, and we are leading that development also this quarter. So great.
If we talk especially about If, what was driving If's results?
Well, a combination of the right prices for the right customers and also certainly efficiency, increasing efficiency every year for more than a decade now. So we're very competitive. And then, of course, we were a little bit helped by the COVID-19 fact that people don't drive their cars as much as usual.
Was there any effect from the situation in the market is very good, so was there any help from investing income?
The investment income for anyone doing investments this quarter has, of course, been terrific, but that is not something we rely on. We measure the underwriting profit, and that is the core of our business, and that needs to grow every quarter, every year.
You actually improved the outlook for If's combined ratio to 82 to 84%, if I remember right.
Correct.
And you said that you also had positive effect from COVID-19. So what gives you confidence for your new outlook if we assume that COVID-19 is almost over in the end of this year?
Well, in the 82 to 84, we do assume, just as you indicate, that the COVID effects will fade during this quarter, Q2. Okay, so how can we do this then? Well, for instance, in the first quarter, which is a winter quarter, we had positive effects from COVID-19, but also negative effects compared to last year with a much tougher winter. Not in Finland, where we are at the moment, but in Norway specifically. And that's our biggest market when it comes to these types of claims.
If we think about the combined ratio, it's incredibly low. I have to repeat this almost in every interview. So how much do you think it's about the competition, and how much you put it to your excellency, if one could say so?
Of course, we're doing well. We're giving an offer to our clients that is a really good one, and that is the basis for any successful company. But I also think that these markets have come a long way in modernization, digitalization, giving a good offer to our clients, because we don't see a lot of international competition coming into our markets, do we? That's because it would be very difficult for them. The efficiency, the cost ratios, the expense ratios, as some companies call them, are very low here compared to the rest of Europe.
Let's talk about Hastings a bit now. You reported Hastings for the first time. What was behind the results?
Well, Hastings, they write motor insurance only or almost exclusively. And of course, the COVID effects were even bigger for them. But at the same time, they are a growing, successful company with a good offer, working only in one channel and only with one product. So I think it's an exciting company.
How is the integration process going on?
Well, they are a company working only in the UK. We are a Nordic company, basically. So there's not integration in the sense that we are joining in some offices somewhere. But when it comes to knowledge and skill transfer, that is going great. So we are learning from them about digital pricing, fraud, work with fraud, and we are also exporting some claims management skills to them. So it's an exciting process for an insurance professional.
You mentioned in the report that you have some price competition heating up in Britain. Could you elaborate more?
When COVID-19, when we saw the effects of that in the UK, pricing changed, which it does in the UK, more rapidly. And we saw prices coming down, rates coming down a bit. And I think on average in the UK, I've seen numbers like 3% down on rates in the first quarter this year. So it's a competitive market, but we're withstanding that competition rather well, I think.
Then lastly, last time we met, it was just before your capital markets days and where you announced your new strategy. So could you repeat and tell investors in a nutshell what's your new strategy and where Sampo is heading in the next few years?
Certainly. So Sampo is an insurance company. The core is the P&C insurance business, where we strive to increase the underwriting profits all the time. Then we also have some other assets which we manage for value. When it comes to the life insurance space, we have our Finnish company where we strive to introduce low capital products and also to manage that for value. And then we have Nordea and some smaller assets, and we have said that Nordea we will materially reduce our ownership within 18 months, and also the smaller ownership, often PE-driven entities, they will run their course and we will exit them when the time comes.
So Sampo becomes boring, but maybe more stable and better company in the future.
I think we've said many times over time that Sampo is a dull and a boring company. What we've meant by that and what it has come to mean is that Sampo has a very stable development compared to most companies in the financial sector.
Thank you, Torbjörn, for the interview.
Thanks very much.